Hello, hello, it's June Olson with Junebug Creations, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you live from Whitefish, Montana. And whoa, that just looks really bright. I don't know what that was all about. Hello, hello, it is time for Paper Pumpkin Playdate. And who doesn't love a good paper pumpkin to play with? So if you have not, for some reason, gotten your Hearts for You Paper Pumpkin January 2025 kit, then this might be a surprise blower for you. I can't think what it's called. What do you call that when you get your surprise messed up for you? I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, so if you haven't gotten your kit and you haven't seen all the stuff on YouTube and on Facebook and Pinterest with this kit and you don't want to, then come back and watch the replay later after you get it. If you don't care or you've already gotten it and you want to see me put it together, then this is the place for you. Because I'm going to put it together and then next week I'll be back doing some alternates with it. And I know there are tons out there. I haven't even looked yet because I like to see mine first and get my own ideas. I have seen the cards because it took a while for me to get my kit, and then I missed coming on last week with all my preparations for my 3-day retreat, which went really well. And we have the virtual retreat coming up on February 8th. If you didn't get into that one this time, it's okay because there will be another one. Let's go ahead and switch. And let's see if we need the light now. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's bright enough without it. So let's do this. So Paper Pumpkin subscription kit comes straight to your mailbox each month. And all you need is a pair of scissors. Everything else is in the kit. If anything, you need the scissors just to get into the kit. Here we go. All right. So let's do this. Alrighty, let's get that off. Let's get this off and let's dig in. All right, let's see. What color do we need? We need real red ink. Thank goodness it's here, and I didn't use it this weekend because otherwise I'd have had to go hunting for it and that wouldn't have been good. We have some nice big glue dots, and look at this cute little skinny bag. I didn't even know they could make the bags that skinny. All right, let me get those open. Here we go. All right, and so we'll get these out. You don't want to have to use your scissors for these. That is a very skinny bag. All right, so then we have here some stamps. You have my heart. You celebrate love, love, you're my favorite. And then we have a heart, we have another heart, a solid heart, a shape, yeah, it's just the shape here, and then the little leaf right there. All right, and we have the red, and then normally with your first kit, I don't know where my block is, with your very first kit you get a little block that will show you, that will be used for your stamps. All right, my camera seems to be acting weird today. Is it frozen? No, it's not frozen. Okay, just making sure. I'm surprised that we didn't get some sort of gold or red tissue paper with this one. I was kind of hoping so, because then I thought, ooh, we can use that for our cards, right? So I've had some questions today on my post for you. So for this one, my question is, Valentines all over it or not my thing? Are you a Valentine's giver? I haven't been very good at it in the past, but I am working towards it, and I'm actually going to send one of these probably to my kid at school. So we have some red twine, baker's twine. All right, I guess I need some light, even if you all don't need the light to see. Here we go. We have more big dimensionals. Wow, that was interesting. We have lots of big dimensionals. Not dimensionals. Sorry, we have, look at all these. I like these big ones because these are bigger than in the box. So those are nice. And then we have these cute little heart gems that are bubbled up and textured. Cute, 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 cute. All right. Here we have a whole lot of dimensionals. All right, then we have our cards. Let's go ahead and flip over and find our instructions. So what I like to do, and this is your stamps that are part of this kit, and it's just so that you know, here we go, there we go. So you know, so you can make sure you don't lose any. All right. Some people like to put them into the cases. I don't. I just keep this handy for when I'm using it so that I know that I put all my stamps back in approximately where they go or how they fit. All right, so we have 3 different cards, 3 of each design. Love all the hearts. They're not super romantic, they're just full of love. So hearts for you. And then we have our no fail instructions. Easy peasy. I saw some people working on this kit this weekend. That's why I know what the cards look like, because they were working on this kit this weekend, and so I could see that. And so we're going to pull out the ingredients for each one. So we're going to start off with our envelopes. So 1 envelope per card. There's 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. We'll put the rest of the envelopes in here, and then what I sometimes will do is if I'm not going to be making any cards with it, any more cards with it, I'll go ahead and I'll put all the ingredients into each envelope. So if you're not going to make alternates, then that's what I highly recommend, is just put all the ingredients in there, unless you just sit down and make it in one full setting. All right, so we have our 3. So then we have this card base here. So there's 3 of those. So we're going to do that and put that over there. And then 3 of these. That one goes there. So I'm just looking here at what ingredients go with card number 3. All right, and then card number, let's find all the bases. Here are the bases. So here's card 1. All right, and then card 2 is, here we go. Card 2, oh, it has little hearts on it. Can you see that? It's kind of hard to see if you can see that. All right, if you're jumping on, let us know where you're jumping on from. If you're jumping on and it's a replay, let me know that you're catching it as the replay. So this one goes with this. And these 2 will go in here, and these have little punch outs as well. All right, and then it looks like, let's see, so it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so these top 6, actually we're going to go from the bottom. So we need 6 of these. And we're going to just carefully pop them out of here. So they're just stuck a little bit in little spots. You want to just, don't pull on them because you don't want them to tear, because that would be a bummer. So we're going to just pull on these gently. I saw this card on somebody's table, so that was cool. I was wondering what that was and was thinking, ooh, what would I do with those? What would I do differently with those? So you can always, for alternates, you can make them like this, or you can mix and match the ingredients as well. I like to do alternates where I use mainly what's in the kit, because not everyone wants to get extra stuff. So I try and use what's mainly in the kit and just find different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll do 2 more. All right. And here we go. Let's get this. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 more row of hearts. And then it looks like we have some sentiment pieces up there. So there's 6. Let's see, one of these short sentiment pieces goes here, and one of the long sentiment pieces goes over here. And so this will then go in the box with these other ones. And then we need one of these for card number 1. And that'll go back in the box. And then we need some of these. Oops. I seem to have a heart missing. I have a heart missing. Let's see. So, if you ever have that where you have a heart missing, like I have here, are there 2? No, I seem to have a heart that's popped out and missing. So then we'll go back through. I'm pretty sure we had looked at everything, but we'll just double check that nothing's stuck. Nothing's stuck. Do we have anything in here? So I can call the company probably after we get off this live and let them know I was missing a heart in my kit because there's no extra hearts. Make sure nothing is stuck. All right, so I am missing a heart. So I will call the company and let them know, and they will probably send me another heart. Let's make sure it's not over here. Not here, not stuck to anything. All right, so I will let you know what they say and what they do. So I'm missing that one heart that came out of this. So I'm going to leave this like that, and we'll use this one. So we need the one big red heart that I'm missing, and that goes on card 1. And then we need one of these pink hearts with the gold on card 1. And these are stickers, so I'm not going to pull them off, but we need some of these, one of these sets also. So I'm going to leave the stickers like that. And then for this card, we need a love, which is also a sticker, so I'm going to leave it on there. And then we need one of these big ones over here, and another one of these right there. And then we'll need some baker's twine and some gold stickers. And then for this heart, we need one of these. All right, and then we'll put those back. All right, so, and then we're done with these, so I'll put those back. And we're going to set the stickers aside to use. We're going to do our stamping, I think, first. So I'm going to go ahead and just do all the sentiment stamping first. So let's see, so for this one, oh, there's more stamping. So we're going to do it card by card. All right, here we go. So card 1, 2, and 3. We'll set this right here. So here's card 1. We're going to fold this in half. Use our bone folder. There we go, like this. And then we need You're My Favorite. You're My Favorite. Right here like that. And then we also need the little solid heart. So just like that. I'm going to take this one and this one. So it comes with a block, but I like to use my thicker ergonomic blocks. They just make it a lot easier to work with for me. The other blocks work just fine. So we're going to take this, and it shows us exactly where to stamp. So first we're going to stamp our sentiment right here in the real red. All right. And I'm going to center that like that. Pop that off. You're My Favorite. That's a really pretty script. Then we're going to bring this over and we're going to use this heart, and it shows us with the arrows. We're going to ink it, and then we're going to stamp it here, ink it, stamp it here, ink it, and stamp it over here. All right, so we're going to ink and stamp it here. Make sure you get ink on your whole heart like that. Oop, just put my finger in it. And we're going to do it here. And then one more right there. All right. We're going to close this so I don't drop anything into it. All right. And then it looks like we're popping these little hearts out. So save those because you can use them on other cards, or you can use them as little confetti in your card. So that's an option as well. All right, so then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I'm going to use one that I've already got started. So it has 2 dimensionals on it, like that. And we're going to take this and we're going to take the baker's twine and we're going to wrap around it like this underneath here, and we're going to tie a bow. So we're going to do it a little bit longer than around the card, and we're going to tie a bow over here. Now there's 2 ways that you can do the bow. You can just tie it, or you can use a little glue dot to hold it in place, which is what I like to do. So I'm going to use one of my glue dots from my other paper pumpkins because I don't want to use the big one for that. Get my take your pick tool, pull this up. I'm going to put the glue dot right there where I want my, let's get zoomed in here, where I want my knot to be. So I want my knot all the way over here. So I'm going to do that, push that down there, and then I'm going to tie my bow. I like to tie my bow. Let's see. I have a lot on this side, not very much on this side, so I might have to change that. There we go. Let's go. Here we go. All right. So here we go. And then your knot is right there, holding it in place. Kind of fix that, and then I'm going to just trim off this little bit. All right. And then this will go right on there. And had I looked ahead, I probably would have moved it to where the ribbon went in between. But we're going to do that right there like that. All right, and then on the back of this, we're going to put more dimensionals because we love our dimensionals, right? And they love the dimensionals. And so we're just going to put them around. And when you have a big piece like this that's going on the front, you definitely want to, you know, do your 3 around the edge and then your 1 in the middle to keep it from sagging. That's just the way I like to do it as well. And if you struggle with the backings, you can always just do your take your pick tool and it picks it right up like that. Usually it doesn't drop it, but it's okay if it drops it. All right, then you have your whole little stack. And we're going to move this and bring this over here. And make sure you've got to go in the right direction because I've done upside down cards before. Have you done upside down cards? Everybody comment upside down if you have done upside down cards. All right, so there we have that. And then we have some little heart gems. Here we go. Our little heart gems. This is the great time for your take your pick putty end. All right, so we have some little pink ones. Oops. So we're going to put one right here. And one right here. Looks like that one's a little bit off. So it's a little bit off its glue. There we go. And then a third one will be over here. And then, let's see, we have some hearts that need to go on dimensionals. So usually you put your gems last, but oh well. All right. All right. Oh, this isn't. Oh, it was just this one that was needed. I guess I got that mixed up with that one. So it's not showing a big one. My mistake. All right, so this one will go right here. All right, and then we have one of these. Looks like the smaller heart. We're going to use oh, that one doesn't have. Let's see, which one is it? So one of them has a ring around it, that one does not. So this is not the right one. So it's going to be this one where it's 2 pieces. All right, 2 pieces. So this one is going to get tucked up under here. There we go. No, that's not the one. Sorry. I'm looking at it closer. I'm thinking that's not right. All right. Because that has that weird shape there. It's this one here. This little one that gets tucked up over here. There we go. And then this one is right here. Like that. There we go. All right, we got them all. All right, there's card 1. That one took me a minute. Am I out of practice? I think I'm out of practice. All right, so then we have these cute envelopes where you can put your address right here, your stamp, your return address, or you can put it on the back. And then of course you can do something on the inside, so we will do that, just a little something on the inside with those red hearts. And we'll just do a few red hearts over here, over here, over here. I think we'll just kind of go up the side a little bit and across the way. There we go. So just on the side, just to give you a little more falling hearts. Lots of hearts on this one. Lots and lots of hearts. That's not a bad thing. I think it's very cute. It's going to be hard to do alternates. I can see it now. These are really awesome. All right, so there is card 1. Let's go ahead and look at card 2. All right, card 2. So we're going to stamp the U in here. So we'll pick up the U with this one. We're going to stamp the U on this little sentiment piece. Do we want it? And we want it going in that direction. All right, that direction. So we're going to stamp U. And once you use any sort of red or any color that has red in it, your stamps are going to have a pink tinge to them. And that's okay. Even after you clean them, they're going to have a slight tinge of pink to them. And it's okay because they still will stamp just fine. You do want to make sure you wash them off, but they will stamp just fine. So let's, oops, I got card 3 over here too. All right, so let's do card 2. We're going to fold it. Use our bone folder. All right, so this has little hearts on it already. And what are we doing with this one? We're going to put dimensionals on them all, and it looks like they're going to line up where these hearts already are. So we're going to be covering those hearts. So let's go ahead, we're going to move this over. We're going to flip these over to the back side, and you can tell they're back side because they're going to have a little bit of a ridge on them, so you know that that's the back side. All right, like this. And then we're going to use the dimensionals, and you only need 3 of them, so we're going to do, ooh, those are a tad big. Let's see. Not showing. I'm going to use mini ones. You might need to trim these a little bit, or maybe you'll be better at laying them down, but I'm finding that the minis might work better for me because they don't seem to want to get under there. And it could be that I'm just turning it the wrong way because I'm feeling like I need to get this done for you. So let's see. All right, so what all have you been doing this week or this past weekend? What did you do this past weekend? Anybody do some crafting time? I was working on some classes, or a card class that I'll be offering both for Zoom and locally, using the Memories and More card pack from the Spring Mini. It's got the ladybugs in it, remember, the one that I got all excited about. So we'll be using that one to do cards. I've got 7 cards for you, so be looking out for that in your email and on here on Facebook. So let's see. All right. Now we're going to flip these over and we're going to put them on here. So first we got to get all our little backings off. And we're going to, I'm going to start at the bottom. Like that. All right. Oop. There we go. And we're just lining them up. So it doesn't say, of course there's no words really. It doesn't say whether to do them from the top or from the bottom. But we're just lining them up. There's a lot of them. There's 6 of them. That's a lot of hearts on one card. It's a lot of hearts. Do you ever wonder who's designing these and how they come up with the ideas? I always do. I always wonder who designed this, who came up with these ideas, because they are pretty creative. And is it just one person or is it many people who have input on this? Sometimes we, as demonstrators, we get to see some videos of the back, you know, the back story of how sweets were designed and who came up with them. And you have the designer and then you have the artist that brings it to life. I always love listening to those videos, watching those videos to see. All right, so now we have one heart goes on top of another heart like that. So we want the red one is going to have the dimensionals. Did we already have one with dimensionals? Here we did. All right, so we're going to throw that one back. We're going to use this one because it's the same one from before. And it's going to lay on top of our pink swirly, marbly one. So you want to center that. And then we're going to put some of these nice giant glue dots on here. There we go, like that. So if you don't get paper pumpkin, but you want paper pumpkin, now is a great time for it because of Celebration, right? Because Celebration, for every $60 you spend in the online store, you get a free item out of the Celebration brochure. And prepaid subscriptions count for that. So your first month, your 1 month subscription would not count because it's only $24. It's a $1 off the regular subscription rate. All right. And then the others, though, the 3 month, the 6 month, and the 12 month, you would get Celebration items. So that's something to consider and think about. I had posted a graphic on that. So now we're going to take this and we're going to put it in the center of our hearts. And then we're going to take this love stamp. All right, I'm going to take this love stamp, peel it off, and it's going to go across the heart like that. And yes, it's kind of hanging off, and that's okay. We're going to put a dimensional on the back of this like that, and it's going to go over here. All right, so it kind of lines up. It's going to be flush with the heart because this is up on dimensionals, so it's flush with the heart. And then we need a little bow, and you can either tie a bow, an actual bow, or you can just do this on a dot, on a glue dot, okay, where you just have it like that. So if you don't want to tie a bow, you don't have to. I'm going to go ahead and tie a bow because I find that easier for me, but not everyone does, I know. So then you can just lay the loops together on a glue dot. But I'm going to go ahead and tie the bow and then take a glue dot. I'm going to use one of my mini glue dots from one of my other paper pumpkin kits because I always have those. And we're going to put that right there and kind of roll it up a little bit. And then put this right there. All right, so then we have our little, oop, that's a little long. We're going to trim that off a little. There we go. All right, so love you. There is our second card with all those great hearts. No one can doubt that you love them if they get this card. No one, absolutely not. All right, so we are going to go ahead and stamp on the inside again our hearts. I'm going to do it on the other side this time. So I'm going to do a heart here, a heart here. I'm just kind of changing the direction of the hearts. Put one there. Whoop. And if you go too fast, then you don't get it all the way down. All right. There you go. Just add a little bit of something something to the inside, right? So that it's not all plain. All right, so there we go. And then we'll put that one in our cute envelope, and there is card 2. So let's go ahead and do our last card, card 3, which will be on this side, and it's Celebrate Love. So this could also be an anniversary card, right? You could totally use these for anniversary cards. Everybody who is married has an anniversary card or has an anniversary date. Some people have anniversary dates for when they started dating and seeing each other. Some people have anniversary dates for other things. So you can use these for anything, anytime you feel love for someone. no matter who it is, you can use these. It can be a celebration. It doesn't even have to be Valentine's Day. It could just be any given day. It could be their birthday. It could be anything. All right, so now we're going to take this one and we're going to put dimensionals on the back of it, like a 5 dice, or die, I guess it is. Dice is more than one. All right, so like a 5. This card is going to be super simple. All right, we're going to take this, set this aside. We need to fold this in half. Use our bone folder. All right, and if you see how you have this little bit of white, then just fold it over. Just use the other side as your front. All right, we're going to stick this smack dab in the middle. All right, then we're going to use our dimensionals. We're going to cut them in half, or if you have some minis from a past kit, this is a great time to pull those babies out, because then you don't have to do any cutting. You can just put a mini on there. So we're going to put a mini here and a mini here. So always keep your glue dots and your dimensionals from past kits, because there's always extra, and the more you keep them, then the less likely you have to do any cutting of dimensionals. Let's see, is that going to fit right there? It does. It does. All right, and I think we'll put one over here just to make sure. All right, anything showing? I always like to make sure it's not showing. All right, there we go. And we're going to take those off. Let's see. You can probably use the take your pick tool to take the little ones off, but I don't. I tend to just use my fingernails to take them off. Do you use your take your pick tool, or do you use your fingernails to take these things off? All right, so then this is going to go directly on top, oops, of this card, of this heart. Woohoo! All right, and then we're just going to put dimensional, oh no, glue dots. We're going to use some glue dots on the back of this, and you want to put them close enough together because they're going to have to stick on here. So don't put them too far apart so that they stick on that heart. All right. And then mine don't pop. Mine don't pop away. I have a friend who can make hers pop away. All right, and then we have that, like that. Oh, and then the little gems. Ooh, we forgot to do that on card 2. I'll bring that back. We'll have to do that on card 2. All right, so we have 3 little gems here, and it goes one like that. They look red in the on the instructions, but they're a pink. Oop. All right, it's not coming off. There we go. All right, and then another one like that. All right, where did the gems go on here? Oh, there were no gems. I didn't forget gems. Alrighty then. It wasn't me. I did good. All right, there's no ribbon on this one, but there are 3 gems. All right, so let's go ahead and stamp on the inside, but let's use that other heart that we have in there with just the, where's my stamps? Here they are. Let's use the heart that just has the edge to it. Here we go. Let's see what that one looks like. All right, so we have just that, it goes this way. We have that, 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 right, we'll just do that along that edge. That looks really cool. I'm liking that a lot. All right, and that's it. Those are our 3 cards. All right, let me bring those all out. 1, 2, and 3. Those are our 3 cards. Let me zoom out for you. There you go. Those are the 3 cards from the Paper Pumpkin January 2025. Hearts for you, and super simple, very easy, but very elegant looking. Wouldn't you agree? Comment elegant if you agree with that. So we'll get together again next week for Paper Pumpkin Playdate, and I will show you some mix and match alternates with this kit. All right, so we'll do some mixing and matching of the ingredients that we already have, so you can kind of change it up and it's not the same same card each time, so that instead of 9 or 3 of each, you can have a multitude of them. You could have 9 different cards by mixing and matching the ingredients. So that's what we're going to play with next week. And so I will see you next Wednesday. Don't forget, if you need to get this subscription, if you haven't done it yet, the Paper Pumpkin prepaids are the way to go right now, because you can get free items out of the Celebration catalog. So for every $60 you spend from anywhere, whether it's Paper Pumpkin prepaids, whether it's online exclusive, whether it's last chance list, new spring mini, or the annual catalog, any of those areas, if you spend $60, you get a free item of your choice. And I've been showing you those. You've seen them in the catalog walkthrough, you've seen them for some other things, and so if that's what you're wanting, that's how you can get those things. So I'll be back again, I think tomorrow. I'll be back for another quick live showing you how to make a fun card. So I'll see you then, and I wish you a great evening. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.